Welcome into the original Father-Son Voiceover Podcast Studio. I'm Hudson. That's my dad, Todd. And this video is voiceover related. You know why? Because it's Todd's tips. This video is where Dad gets mad at somebody. No.
It's fair, I guess.
No.
Always a grumpy old man.
I like them because I have the same, I'm your pupil.
Yeah, I've made you a grumpy young man.
Not her. Anyway, this is Todd's tips. Todd, my dad, gives tips and things that he's learned over his 14 years in voiceover, eclipsing 7 years in a row of $200,000 plus made consecutively. So he knows a thing or two about how to make money in voiceover, how to be successful in voiceover. So maybe just lend him an ear and see if you can get anything from his tips. I know I certainly follow a lot of them since you are kind of my only coach. So anyway.
And I don't know about that phone right there. Sometimes that causes feedback right there.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that. I know so much about technology, but you've told me that, so I try to follow your advice. Yeah. You gotta make sure you make fun of yourself or have, sons that make fun of you.
Oh, they will.
So that you don't take yourself too seriously, because we creative, even business people, have a tendency to take ourselves pretty seriously. So,
Can't help it.
Yeah,
We all do.
we all do. Yeah. So Hudson mentioned the income, and again, we don't do that to brag. What we do that for is there's a couple of things that we're going to continue to talk about as a preface to Todd's tips. And the do's and don'ts is the money side of things is to hopefully have you go, hey, wow, got to think about this, give you my ear. But then there's these caveats that we also put up here every single week. And what they are is that's what they are, caveats to say, things might be different in my life. They might be different in my background. They might be different in when I started and what I've done and different things like that, so that you have the balance of, hey, I need to listen, but I also need to listen critically. I need to listen with my eyes open and my head going, not just, oh, he does this, I've got to do this.
Yeah, not follow blindly, but not also say, well, he doesn't know anything about voiceover.
Yeah, there's a balance there. And that's what we're asking for you to do, is just have that proper balance. So this is Todd's tips, but we've been talking about my do's and don'ts. And here's another do for today. And it's part 2 of one that I did, months ago now. And it is I Do Fiverr part 2. I Do Fiverr part 2. Unlike many in the voiceover industry, I'm ambivalent regarding Fiverr. I've kind of got mixed thoughts about it. And depending on who you talk with or coach with, Fiverr is either the best thing since sliced bread or the worst blight ever on the VO industry. Those who are on Fiverr, these second folks say, are selfish and stupid. For me, as I said, I have mixed thoughts. I'm certainly not thrilled with some aspects of Fiverr. As I've said, I spent my first 3 years being grumpy with Fiverr, and I think my grumpiness was well-deserved. They deserved for me to be grumpy with them. That said, I'm not embarrassed to be on Fiverr either. Some people are. Some people hide. I don't hide. I have my name right there. I don't care. First, since March 2016, I'll give you a couple of reasons why. First, since March of 2016, that's when I began my Fiverr journey, my income on Fiverr to date is $443,703.66. That's what I've made in the last 7.5 years. $443,703.66. Now, if you take that amount, divide it by 7.5, which is how long I've been on Fiverr, 7.5 years, that comes to $59,160.49 per year that I've made in voiceover on Fiverr. $59,160.49. Now, according to the latest NAVA survey, the National Association of Voice Actors, their survey of voiceover talent, one of the things they surveyed was how much money you make per year. If you take that amount, $59,000, that puts me in the 25 percentile of earners out of all those surveyed. Just $59,000 on Fiverr alone. To me, that's amazing.
Is it the 25 percentiles or the 70? Would it be the 75 percentile?
Well, it's 75% make $40,000 or less. So you figure it out in the 25 percentile of earners. I don't buy into the VO elitists who say that me being on Fiverr is ruining the voiceover industry. For one thing, I don't think that's how things work. Secondly, I've never had one of those VO elitists send me a check to help me pay my bills. Just haven't. Truth be told, I'm in the VO business to make money. That's the definition of being in business, to turn a profit. And I've never been a big fan as well. I've never been a big fan of people I don't know telling me that they love me and have a wonderful plan for my life. So they say, don't be on Fiverr. It's ruining the business. We know what's best for you. Trust us. I've never been a big fan of that. I typically run from those types. Love Fiverr or hate it, I'm in business and I want to work. Those are a couple of my do's as well. I'm in business and I want to work. So I do Fiverr. That's Fiverr part 2. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I certainly did. I like it when you get mad at people.
Yeah. Well, it's Upwork too. You could say Upwork too.
Oh, ouch. That's one of my favorite platforms.
Well, but what I'm saying is people don't like Upwork either.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. See, I jumped to a conclusion. I should have taken your caveats to heart. What I was going to say is just that it's interesting. You said something about how it's hurting the business. Mm-hmm. People will say that maybe it's hurting their business because they can't sit up on high and say, well, you have to pay me this certain amount. And so you have to do all this training to get up to where I'm at. Mm-hmm. So you have to take my training to get to where I was at. Mm-hmm. So how are you supposed to make it as a newbie? So anyway, I started on Fiverr, throw stones at me if you want. But to me, it was a great way to get started and make some money learn while you earn, as you said. So anyway,
one person says that Fiverr is hamburger money or beer money. Well, I'm fine with it. Again, it's not like I'm a cheerleader for Fiverr. It's not like I'm like, yes, Fiverr is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's got its problems, and it's still not sometimes my favorite how they do things. But $443,000 is what I've made in 7.5 years, and I'm in business to make money, and so I don't know what to do with those basic foundational beliefs that I just have.
Feel free to
long before Fiverr was even around, before the people that supposedly don't like Fiverr were in my ear. I just don't know any better.
If you're one of those people that doesn't like Fiverr, stay off of it. Mm-hmm. More for us. That's what I say. We had a question about the picture that's behind Dad over there. We got that from a kind of a secondhand shop, actually, right here in Mazomanie. It is a picture by Lee K. Parkinson. So I don't remember. Somebody asked about that. What kind of picture it was. Maybe they were being facetious.
Couple of deer.
But Lee K. Parkinson is the guy, the guy who
did the print
painted
or the painting.
It. So it's a wintry landscape, which I'm a guy who likes winter. So anyway, thank you for watching our Todd's Tips. I'll get back on mic. If you want to see more videos like this, you can just go on over to our channel, check out our Todd's Tips playlist. We got lots of them there. And then we've also do numbers and listener VO questions. So if you have questions.
Yeah, we enjoy feedback. We like to hear your comments. Even if you don't, there are a lot of people that don't agree with me. That won't hurt my feelings.
No,
line up.
I wouldn't let it bother you. If you have any questions, stuff, you can ask us in the comments or email me at hudsonbarsness@yahoo.com. No uppercases or spaces. We'll see you next for our abbreviated numbers.